at the weighbridge, including integration with e-Khanij, right, without human intervention there. What this has resulted in is that it has actually resulted in 32% increase in the number of trips per truck. Now, this is what we need to look at. Can we move more cargo in the lowest amount of trucks possible by, where we can reduce those carbon emissions? What this has helped the user at the mine is that the dispatch has actually increased from 12,000 metric ton per day to close to 22,000 metric ton of dispatch that they're doing. Next slide. Now, the last slide on this, a couple of last slides on this. While AI is actually helping in, reducing the cost on logistics, but the bonus here is actually sustainability. How do we contribute towards, lower carbon emissions? AI and IoT are not only improving efficiency, but also are driving sustainability, right? So reduced idle times, optimized trip planning, simulated scenarios of carbon impact reductions, right? So imagine, right, what if there was a system that could tell us that can you delay the dispatch by 3 hours, since it's not time sensitive, but you will actually save 15% of carbon emissions across the fleet. AI can actually answer those in real time. Smarter means cleaner as well. Next slide, please. So the road ahead is autonomous and it's always on. So we are moving forward towards a future where mining logistics are autonomous, minimal manual intervention. They need to be agile, consistently adapting to change, and they need to be always on. Learning, optimizing continuously. Digital twins will allow us to simulate the entire logistics operations, rerouting, rescheduling, and reducing carbon emissions before anything even moves on the ground. Next slide, please. So the last slide for me is to summarize, the future of mining logistics isn't just about moving ore, not just coal, right? Moving ore from one point to another, but it's how do you move it intelligently? It's about intelligence. Those who invest in AI and IoT will build the connected, efficient, and sustainable supply chains for tomorrow, across road, rail, as well as ocean. So tomorrow's mining giants, some of them are already present in the room. So tomorrow's mining giants won't just mine smarter, but they'll also move smarter. So thank you. I hope I was able to do that within the time, sir. Thank you so much. Can't take any questions, but if there are, we are at the booth, so happy to meet you all.
We'll have question and answer session after that.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Mansoor.
Yeah, thank you.
We had one speaker, Mr. Surojit Samanto. He is the MD of SK Samanto and Company Private Limited. He is in the CHP, what you call the last mile connectivity business. I have been asked by the organizers to allow Mr. Somnath Chatterjee on his behalf. He will give the vision and speech of Mr. Samanto. Mr. Somnath Chatterjee, please.
Good afternoon, respected chairpersons, distinguished panelists, ladies and gentlemen. It's a privilege to join you today at the 5th edition of the Coal Log India to reflect on the future of coal in India, its demands, its challenges, and the opportunities that lies ahead as we move towards 2030. Just a brief introduction about SK Samant and Company. We are engaged in construction of coal handling plants, bulk material handling plants on turnkey basis with an emphasis on coal. We have been constructing coal handling plants in Coal India since 1980s, and till date we have completed and commissioned CHPs with a total installed capacity of around 200 million ton per year. Coming back to the speech, India has already crossed 1 billion ton mark in coal production, but this achievement is more than just a statistics. It represents energy security for 1.4 billion people, the assurance of uninterrupted industrial growth, and the promise of lights burning bright across the nation. The real test is not in crossing this milestone, but in sustaining and stabilizing production in the years to come with clean technology in mind. The thermal power capacity is expected to exceed 275 gigawatt in India, and coal will remain the backbone of India's energy mix. The renewables will expand and new technologies will emerge, yet coal will continue to provide the base load, reliability, and affordability that are indispensable for India's industrialization and urbanization. The challenge before us is therefore efficiency in terms of investment in supercritical and ultra-supercritical power plants, scaling up clean coal technologies, and deploying carbon management systems to meet the rising demands responsibly. India currently imports 150 to 180 million tons of coal annually, largely due to quality concerns, which are basically calorific value content and ash content of coal. The way forward lies in strengthening coal washing and beneficiations, expanding blending strategies at thermal stations, and building robust logistics, including conveyors, silos, rapid loading systems, to move coal from pithead quickly and efficiently. By 2030, coal demand is projected to reach around 1.3 to 1.4 billion tons. Bridging the gap between supply and demand requires faster mine approvals and land acquisitions, timely completion of first-mile connectivity projects, and higher efficiency of operation in coal handling plants to ensure round-the-clock dispatch and reliability. Globally, coal transport relies on multiple modes: rail, roads, maritime shipping, conveyors, waterways and barges, slurry pipelines. In India, the priority is to strengthen rail as the backbone, integrate conveyors for pithead projects, first-mile connectivity projects, and maybe expand inland waterways from present 2% to 5% by 2030, supported by over 6,800 crore in investment under Maritime India Vision 2030. The quality of coal remains a constraint. High ash content and inconsistency are the real challenges. The solutions, apparently it appears systematic coal beneficiation is one, standardized quality protocols across subsidiaries of Coal India Limited is another, and adoption of advanced technologies such as gasification, liquefaction, enabling even lower grade coal to be used efficiently may be another one. So therefore, import substitution is not about producing more, but producing better. Coal's journey is not limited to power generation. New demands are also emerging: hydrogen production through syngas routes, coal to chemicals pathways, including methanol and fertilizers, and large-scale gasification projects aligned with the Atmanirbhar Bharat mission. Although at an early stage, these sectors all have the potential to redefine coal's role in India's economic future. India's path to 2030 will depend on how well we integrate domestic production, efficient logistics, and coal quality improvement and new technology applications. Most importantly, it will depend on the collective resolve of India's industry leaders, policymakers, and innovators to ensure that coal continues to be the pillar of India's energy security. As we move forward, let us remember the future of coal in India is not a choice between growth and responsibility. It is about achieving both together. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Somnath Chatterjee, for being brief.
Thank you, sir.
So, now that we have listened to all our speakers, it is a time for question-answer session. I would request questions from the audience. If no more questions are forthcoming, I would request my co-chair, Mr. Subrato Chakravarti, to sum it up.
Thank you.
He will be summing up the session.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a privilege to be chair this session, decarbonizing the coal supply chain challenges and opportunities. thanks to the Indian Coal Forum for creating this important platform. It was indeed a very big session. Actually, so many speakers have spoken. Now I have to briefly touch upon all those things, all those that they have spoken. Just bear with me for a few more minutes. Okay. Yeah. It was indeed a very, very interesting session. So, during our time, when we were working in Coal India, say about 15 to 20 years back, we used to say that coal will be the mainstay of this power generation of India. So it is today as well. Coal is the mainstay. You have to, when 70% of the power generation is being done by burning coal. So we have a responsibility to balance this. This is a strength, of course, it's a strength. We have to balance this strength with our responsibility of reducing the greenhouse gas emission. So logistics, of course, is a very important aspect in this thing. So I briefly touch upon some of the speakers' perspective. Mr. Kiran Gosala from DGM and TBC. Yeah, indeed, they have made, I mean, it's my experience that I have worked in NCL as Chief General Manager and then in Rajmahal. They have long time back, they have started their own AMGR and silo loading practice. It significantly reduced this thing, carbonization through transporting coal by road and then by rail, open rails and all. It has significantly cut the cost. I appreciate that. It is indeed a very good step taken by them. But I couldn't understand why